right, Nate, let me tell you something. My favorite sport, we got a fight tomorrow, Nate. We got Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez, and I am so excited about this fight, Nate, because the winner becomes the undisputed junior welterweight champion, and there has only been four undisputed champions in the modern day era. The last one to do it was our boy Teofimo Lopez. So, you know what, Nate? Let's get to it. We got Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. Let me get to the stats real quick. I'm gonna start with Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is 17-0 with 13 knockouts. One of his most famous opponents was Regis Prograis, good fighter, but he ended up beating him. And then Jose Ramirez, his record is 26-0 with 17 knockouts. And honestly, I really couldn't tell you a lot of guys like that Jose Ramirez has fought, but one guy that they both have faced was Posto, and both of them ended up beating Posto by decision, one by majority and the other one by unanimous. The majority was Jose Ramirez, and the unanimous was Josh Taylor. But let me tell you something, Nate. Let me start off with this fight first. I am very, very interested in this fight, okay? You got two fighters who are controlling their division right now. One has two belts, and the other one has two belts. Well, technically three. Josh Taylor has the Ring Magazine belt, but you really can't defend the Ring Magazine belt because the Ring Magazine belt is given to the fighter by Ring Magazine, so you really can't defend that belt. However, the two belts, there's 2 and 2 basically that are going to be put on the line, Nate. This is going to be a very, very good fight. It really is. When I look at Josh Taylor and I look at the way he fights, that man is very dangerous going on the inside of his fighter. You know, he loves to set up stuff with that body punch, and that body punch is a big problem. He'll set it up with that body punch. The guy will drop their hands and will end up coming up from the top, and he's a great counter puncher as well. Jose Ramirez, though, here's what I like about Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, he plays a little bit more outside. He can still box inside, but he boxes a little more outside. But let me tell you something. If you show that you've been rocked, Jose Ramirez is gonna easily eat someone up like a shark and a fish. It's just as simple as that. Like a shark smelling blood, he's just gonna eat them up. And I've seen Josh Taylor get rocked. You know, in the Prograis fight, I think he got clipped pretty good, and he ended up getting and you could tell he was hurt. So if he gets clipped by Ramirez and he ends up getting hurt, I think Ramirez could really go in for the kill. However, I will say this though, if Ramirez gets too wild and Josh Taylor counters on him, I think Josh Taylor could also go for the kill. So this is a 50-50 fight, Nate. And I don't know who to vote for. I really still, to this, right now, I do not have a decision, but I want to hear what you have to say. Maybe that'll influence a decision on me, and I'll give my decision right after that. So I'll let you go next.
Right, Mario, and it's very, very tough because both fighters, like you mentioned, one thing you forgot to mention, they're great with the body punches. Both fighters got a mean hook. Josh Taylor has a mean right hook, and then Jose Ramirez has a great left hook. It's really tough, Mario, because like you said, they're basically even. You know what I mean? They both got two belts. Their fighting style is relatively similar. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, Mario. I'm not sure who to root for either because this is a tough one, Mario. Both are amazing fighters. Both haven't lost, so someone's gonna have to lose tonight or tomorrow night, actually, since the fight's on tomorrow. It Damn, I don't know who to pick. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's even. I'll say that it's like 50-50, like you said.
I'll say this. I believe Josh Taylor is southpaw. I would look it up. However, my phone right now, they're telling me to log in and I don't have an account. But if you could look that up for me, that'd be great. I believe Josh Taylor is the southpaw.
Yeah, I'll tell.
Appreciate that. So if I'm correct about that, I think I'll take a southpaw over an orthodox, unless that orthodox is somebody who's just gifted like Canelo Alvarez. Then obviously I wouldn't bet against him. But if Josh Taylor's a southpaw, because I know Jose Ramirez is a right-handed fighter, I know that as well. So I'll say this: I'll usually root for the southpaw. And Josh Taylor,
he's southpaw.
Yeah, and Josh Taylor is again, sometimes his like fighting style is very, very awkward, but the guy is a good boxer nonetheless. So when you really look at it, Nate, I'm looking at this fight, and I don't know. I think somebody's getting knocked out, but I think it's going to be late. That's my prediction. I think someone's getting knocked out, but I think it's going to be late. Okay, both of them got great power, but at the end of the day, I think I'll take the left-handed fighter, and I think I'll take the one who can counter better. So with that being said, I have Josh Taylor, but I would not be surprised if Jose Ramirez. It all depends because this fight could go either way. It could go these two just having a bloodfest and having a 12 round brawl. It could be Jose Ramirez throws like the wrong hook and Taylor ends up capitalizing. It could be that. It could be Taylor ends up getting clipped with a good punch and Jose Ramirez just swarms on him. It could be any one of those things, Nate. But all I know is this: at the end of the fight, someone is going to be undisputed. And that's the one thing that you want to be in boxing is undisputed. You want to have all those belts, and there is no doubt about it that you are the guy. Okay?
Right.
In the lightweight division, this guy could have more, Ryan Garcia could have more followers. Gervonta Davis could be making the most money, but it doesn't matter. Why? Because the 4 belts that really matter are around that man's waist, and that's Teofimo Lopez. That's the whole point right here. Canelo Alvarez, he's about to fight Caleb Plant. He has to fight Caleb Plant because Caleb Plant has that one belt that he needs to be undisputed. See what undisputed does to people? It forces fights to happen because without those fights, you don't become undisputed. So with that being said, somebody's going to be undisputed, and I don't know who. I'm going to go Josh Taylor, okay? That's who I'm going to go. I'm going to go Josh Taylor because he's a southpaw. He's a very awkward styled fighter, but at the end of the day, if Jose Ramirez ends up throwing the wrong punch, I think Josh Taylor can counterpunch him and capitalize. And I think that with those body punches, because he likes to go inside, and if Josh Taylor goes inside, hits him with a body punch, and Jose Ramirez comes open, I think Josh Taylor could end up clipping him with something and end up exhausting him for the whole fight and end up beating him in the later on in the rounds. But to be honest, man, if this goes to decision, I think it's going to be a split decision. I think one is going to get 2, and I think the other one's going to, or majority decision, excuse me. I think one's going to get 2, and I think the other one's going to get 1. It's going to be split or more majority decision either way. But with that being said, I wish Jose Ramirez, I wish Josh Taylor the best of luck. This fight is going to be on ESPN, and the fight will start, or the card will start at 8 p.m. So make sure you go check that out on Top Rank Boxing. But this is going to be a really good fight, and I can't wait to watch it.